Hello, my name is Angela Butler. I am a Spirit of Excellence Arts Institute student. My teacher name is Mrs. Shakara Beckham, and today's topic I will be talking to you about leadership traits and how they make us unique, different, and special. So, what is a trait? Trait comes by genealogy, meaning features that can be passed from one generation to another. In other words, a trait is something about you that makes you you. For example, when you hear someone says she takes after her mother, they can be probably talking about maybe her hair length, dealing with her appearance, or her mannerism, dealing with her personality. Scripture tells us that in Isaiah 53:2, it says, He grew up before him like a tender shoot and like a root out of a dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. Here we have this scripture talking about Jesus and who he is and how he might have looked, and there was nothing at that point to desire, and so we kind of didn't know at that time, or those in that time didn't know who he was, who he came from, who his father was, who his mother was, what traits that was in him as well. We know that his mother, Mary, she was highly favored. She was submissive. She was humble. She was thoughtful. She exemplified strength. And we know that his daddy, our Abba, God, Jesus' father, is strong. He's mighty. He's kind. He's benevolent. He's upright. And he's righteous. So those are some of the traits that when we begin to study the lifestyle of Jesus, that we find out about him and where they had came from his parents. The trait theory tells us that our personalities are made up of a number of different broad traits. And they have the big five personality traits. And how does these personality traits link to leadership? Well, we have an acronym called OCEAN. So let's start with the first one, O. Openness, sometimes called intellect or imagination. Here in openness, some of the traits may be original, clever, complex, or deep. Individuals that are high in openness loves learning. They enjoy the arts, like meeting new people. Those low in openness are people who rather have routine over variety. Next, we have the letter C for conscientiousness. This trait can be described as the tendency to control impulses and act in a sociable, acceptable ways. They excel in their ability to delay gratification and work within rules. So these type of traits may be, excuse me, persistency, ambitious, thorough, self-disciplined, unpredictable, reliable, resourceful, hardworking, and a person that may be a planner, or those that are conscientious. Those high in conscientiousness is likely to succeed in schools and in their career and excel in leadership positions. Those that are low in conscientiousness are more likely to procrastinate, to be flighty, impetuous, and impulsive. Next in the acronym, we have the letter E, extroversion. Now, this factor has two ends of the spectrum, extroversion and introversion. Extroverts draw energy from interaction, whereas introverts draw energy from solitudes. Traits associated with extroversions are assertive, fun-loving, talkative, friendly, articulate, confident, outgoing, affectionate, friendly, socially, and fun-loving, if I didn't say that one before. People high in extroversion tend to seek out opportunities for social interaction. Often, they are the life of the party. They are comfortable with others, and they are prone to action rather than contemplation. People low in extroversion are people of very few words, people who are quiet, introspective, reserved, and thoughtful. A fourth letter in the OCEAN acronym is agreeableness. This concerns how well you get along with others. It rests on how you interact with others. So, some of these traits may include trusting, being modest, humble, patient, moderate, tactful, polite, loyal, unselfish, sensitive, cheerful, and considerate. Leaders high in agreeableness tend to be well liked, respected, and sensitive to the needs of others. They have very few enemies, sympathetic, affectionate to their friends and loved ones, as well as sympathetic to the plight of strangers. Leaders on the low end of agreeableness spectrum are less likely to be trusted and liked by others. They tend to be callous, blunt, rude, ill-tempered. Now, not all are cruel or abrasive. However, they are not likely to leave others with a warm, fuzzy feeling. Excuse me. Next on our acronym OCEAN is the letter M, number 5, neuroticism. The one big factor in which a high score of negative traits is not a factor of meanness or incompetence. However, it is being confident and comfortable in one's own skin. So those who have this neuroticism trait may be viewed as awkward, pessimistic, moody, testy, fearful, nervous, sometimes insecure, unstable, oversensitive, and timid. Those high in neuroticism are generally given to anxiety, sadness, worry, and some have low self-esteem, even temperamental or easily angered. They tend to be self-conscious and unsure of themselves. Those on the low end of neuroticism feel confident and sure of themselves and adventurous. So there you have it, OCEAN, the different 5 big leadership traits that can be seen in a lot of people that you deal with on a daily basis. So who are you? What trait do you have? And more important, what trait do you possess that Jesus has? And as a leader and Christian leaders, we want to possess more traits and be more like an example of Jesus. So let me know, who are you? Who do you take after? Thank you, and thank you for watching.